Jason Kenney, Alberta government is moving forward with recall legislation allowing for constituents in any constituency, whether it is a provincial constituency or school board trustee position or a city councillor position or a mayor seat. Of course, this doesn't include anything federal, but it allows constituents to recall their elected officials if they don't think that they are performing up to par, up to the standards that Albertans expect of them. Now, the specifics of this, Jason Kenney goes into it a little bit in a press conference that I spoke to him at today. He says that 40% of the eligible voters in a constituency will be required to sign a recall document, and once that's been signed, it will trigger the process. I'll let him put it in his own words. Here's what he had to say today.
In the last election, we committed to the most dramatic democratic reforms in Alberta history, to put Alberta voters in the driver's seat, to make it clear that at the end of the day, ordinary Alberta voters are the boss in our democracy. And if they lose faith in their elected representatives, that they can hold them to account in between elections. That's why we made a commitment to bring in a recall law that allows voters effectively to fire their elected representatives if they break public confidence. And so today we are introducing that legislation, keeping that commitment. This legislation will not only cover members of the Alberta legislature, but also elected members of municipal councils, because local property owners and voters deserve the same kind of accountability from their local councillors, mayors, and reeves. And it will also apply to elected members of school boards across Alberta if they should do something that causes a loss of faith with their constituents, their electorate.
Now, surprisingly, I would...
Okay, so this is very important news because I was hoping that the Conservatives would follow through with that promise. It's an excellent, excellent bill. In my humble opinion, I would hope that this bill could be used to unseat Calgary's Mayor Nenshi. And the reason being, of course, is I don't know if I could get 400,000 signatures or whatever is 40% of the constituents, but my goodness, that would be fantastic if we could unseat that mayor. There's election coming in the fall, if he decides to run again. But I'm hoping that this bill... See, the good thing is that Kenney doesn't have to do anything. Many people were calling for Kenney to intervene in the Calgary municipal, like to dismiss the mayor and all of council for incompetence in their duties, in their responsibilities. And I was kind of hoping that's what he would do, but I guess as an elected leader, he doesn't want to go to that extreme. So he's basically put it on the constituency to get out those people if they so desire, and if they can consolidate enough signatures to initiate the process. So my fellow Calgarians, this one's for you. I hope, or at least I'm trying to figure out a way in which we could initiate a process like that here for our city. Nenshi has proven that he hates Calgarians, and he indiscriminately and very arrogantly is trying to shut down the entire city piece by piece. And I can go in and elaborate into that quite a bit. But the short of it is, if we could get him out of office, and many of the councillors who support him, at least half, that would eliminate, future incompetence and failure. As it sits, I estimate our vacancy downtown to be about 30 to 35% vacancy. Businesses are leaving Calgary like mad. Nenshi has decided to shut down certain areas of the city with construction zones and other such nonsense to interfere with our commute to work, in addition to shutting down many, many businesses because of COVID and failing to respond appropriately to the people to reopen business and to let things go on. So I call upon you, anybody who listens to this, let us try and initiate a petition to go around for head Nenshi to lose his job permanently. And I wonder if it will be possible to consolidate that many signatures. But if we don't initiate it, then we won't have anything. So let us try. Thank you for watching.